Hello, hello, darlings. Hello, beavers. Hello, hello, hello. Let me queef in peace. Hey, I was just thinking of you a little while ago. Glad to see you will be live, my mwah. Well, thank you, my darling. I do believe I thank you. And here I am. Here I am. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to the first live of February. Middle of the month, guys. Middle of the month. And I do it well. Whatever. Whatever. You know. Gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do. You know what I need to do real quick? I do apologize. I'm sorry. I forget everything. There we go. That's better. I forget everything. Silent witness. Hello. 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 My salad needs a passport. Hi, darling. I love that. That's funny as hell. My salad needs a passport. Okay. Okay. All right, the spoon's gotta go. Spoon's gotta go. Angela, hello, sweetheart. Sashi, hello. Let me get the beavers in. There they are. Where are they? There they are, the beavers. Well, we'll just get that beaver right now. April, sweetheart, how are you, darling? How are you? Everybody being so stunning and brave out there today. Girl Sip, hello, darling. Hello. Wow, have we got a show today? I don't ever really call it a show, but it's a show. It's a show today. Reaper, hello, darling. Chrissy James, hello, sweetheart. YTR, hi, baby. How you doing, love? We're all being stunning and brave. Beaker, hello, sweetheart. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So yes, so I do apologize for being slightly late. I don't know how late I am, but slightly late because that's life. Okay, that's just the way it is. I'm so sorry. Sandy, sweetheart, hello, my darling. How are you? All doing well, I assume. I hope. I assume. Listen to me. I assume you're doing well. Oh, yay! Thank you. I'm glad, April. Thank you. Thank you, April. Thank you. Oh, God. Yes, I am too. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since we've been together. I'm just being stunning and brave. Yes, everybody, as long as you're stunning and brave, okay, we're doing good. And I keep forgetting I can do this, and I do apologize again. Whatever, okay? This is whatever. It's all good. It's all good. One of these days, I will be a pro at the StreamYards. Okay. I learn by doing, and I'm actually learning how to do stuff, you know? So, you know, that's how that is. That's wonderful, Beaker. It's good to hear, sweetheart. Fresh flowers. Hello, sweetheart. I have been around. I've been around. I know this live has been like 3 weeks in the making. You know what I'm saying? 3 weeks in the making. Yeah. So Desiree, thank you for the invisible membership. I appreciate it, my darling. The the monthly membership. We must get that in there. I'm going to give you the first beaver of the live stream. Here we go. Here's what I slap from Super Chat. Give me your money, bitch. Give me your money, bitch. Thank you, sweetheart, for the non-existing membership. I appreciate it. Okay, so before we get started, let's address the color of my hair. Okay, so I appreciate the love for the color. It was not the color I was going for. It's a bit more red than I had anticipated. And also more red than others, my sister and my niece who worked on my hair anticipated. But I mean, it's okay. You either like it or you don't. it's hair, you know what I mean? It'll grow out. It's not, I didn't, go, oh my God. It's growing on me. I like it because I've had, some days to prepare by staring at it. It'll fade, Oh, I don't want it to remove it. Thank you. But no. I'm just going to take regular, you know, showers and it'll fade as it goes along. Well, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. Well, that's why Baker, that's why I colored it. I was getting the grays back, and I'm like, I don't give a damn as long as it's not gray. You know what I mean? I've never been one to go crazy and do, the fun stuff like purple and green and things like that. But I mean, I like it. It's different. To me, it's a winter color. You know, springtime, I'll have another color, a lighter color. So, oh, I look 20 now. Oh, I'll take it. Damn, then I'll fucking. Oop. Oh, oh yeah, 6 minutes. We're good. I will do it then. You know what I'm saying? All the time. If it makes me look 20, hell yes. Are you trying to convince us of yourself? Maybe a little bit of both. No, I've gotten used to it. I just know that it's like far different than what you've seen. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was honestly, I was under the impression it was gonna be like the last time where it was like the dark brown with the red like tint in it, but not so much. Not so much. But anyway, either you like it or you don't. I don't give a damn. Okay. So we have our coffee. I saved, it's not hot because I saved my last cup for this because I don't want to drink too much coffee because then I get indigestion and then it's just a hot mess. So I saved my last cup. Yeah, exactly, Baker. It's red with a bit of brown, just maybe a smidge. I think the brown's right here. But anyway, it is what it is, whatever. Anyway. All right, so I got my coffee, ready for coffee talk. All right. We have a lot to unpack in this one. I don't think the live is going to be as long as it was in my head. I thought it was going to be like, it's going to take forever. It's really not. It's really not. Some stuff I'm going to get to the point. I do have some visual aids to help me because I have yet to link up with YTR and get the computer going, but we will. I have something very special from her coming in the mail. And once I get that something special, then I will be her student for her to teach away. And I will learn. I promise. Sweet Summer Child. Hello, sweetheart. A bit busy at the moment, but just saw your notification. I hope you and the Beavers have a great live. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you for coming in. We'll be live again. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Smash that like button on your way in. But only if you're stunning and brave. That is correct. That is correct. I live for visual aids. I know. I live for visual aids too. And yes, so I actually put work in to do this because, it's easy. It's harder. Well, not harder, but it's more to do than just pointing and clicking, right? I had to print stuff out and I had to find out what I wanted and etc. You'll see soon, okay? I'm not worried, sweetheart. You will be gentle. Be gentle with me. It's my first time, darling. Be gentle with me. Think of me as your elder grandparent learning things for the first time. Okay, anyway. So we're gonna flip-flop things around, not go in order of the title of the thing. Diamond Girl, hello, sweetheart. Hello, darling. Welcome back. Long time. Beep. Oh, sorry, that was not for me. Bop, 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 bop. You'll see, YTR. I will learn very fast. Like, honestly, probably like maybe one run through, and then maybe just answer some questions, and I'll be good to go. I'll be good to go because I learn by doing, and I've always been a visual learner, you know. So there's that. Okay, so a lot has happened, okay, in our girl universe, and we're going to get to that. But a lot has happened in the Miah verse, the Beaver verse here, okay, with a few other content creators. And fresh waters, 1 second, honey. Oh, well, let me answer this question. Okay, let me answer. Mama Duke's doing good. She's doing much better. She had a little slipperoo the other day, but she's on the mend. We're on the mend. We're doing good. So yeah, so thank you so much, sweets. Thank you. I'll answer your question really quick. The reason they get deleted, YouTube used to delete them on me. I don't know if they still do or not, but they used to delete them on me. I delete them right away. So I mean, YouTube will used to, so I just do it for them. I don't like having my email flooded with claims because I use copyrighted music, right? So I know, Lynn, I know, sweet. And a lot of times I'll get the claim. It's not a strike. It's not, it's nothing that affects the channel, but it literally will flood. If it comes in, it'll flood. I'm going to start privatizing them because there's a lot of, and this actual question actually goes into part of what we're going to talk about today, but there's been a lot of moments throughout the last 2 years that I would have loved to have kept. It's being thrown out there that I delete them because I'm a hot drunk mess. And that's furthest from the truth. I don't care if I'm a hot drunk mess. I would keep them because there have been moments within different streams throughout the last 2 years that I would have loved to have kept. One in particular, well, one that comes to the top of my head is the stream where Shelby, David, and I were together. We're the best friends in real life. And we were together for the first time in like 10 years, like literally together at the same time in the same place in like 10 years. So that whole stream would have been something I would have wanted to have kept if, I could have, it was brought to my attention through another just to go ahead and privatize it. And that way I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but I didn't. So they will be privatized, especially there's a lot that happens in the course of, 6 to 10 hours. Each stream that we do, each Shimones that we do. And again, a lot of memories. I know. I wish I did too. But I don't delete it because I'm drunk. Obviously I'm drunk. 10 hours of drinking. Of course I'm gonna be a little drunk. A little bit. And I do have several thank you. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I do have several people beavers that come to me and they talk to me and they tell me, different things that they saw, and they would tell me, because I could tell them to tell me the truth. They would tell me if I was ever bad. So we're gonna debunk that right now. Anyway, Christina, hi, sweetheart. How are you, darling? It's okay. We'll make memories again, the three of us. We will. And we will film it. Yes. Okay, so as long as we're on that area of discussion, WIG, formerly known as Miss Hussey in my book, WIG did a video a couple weeks back, starting out, talking to DC Meteor Girl, and then throwing me into the mix and calling me basically the worst drunk on YouTube. Meanwhile, we have since seen, his partner in crime, MFW, drunk fall out of her chair, or miss her chair or some shit, fall on her ass. We saw a humongously huge drunken rage, a very disturbing drunken rage from WIG himself. And a little, a little few bits and bobs here and there. So that's been interesting. And instead of going bullet point by bullet point and going back and forth and all this stuff, I just brought along a visual aid. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's definitely, yeah. It is. Well, it should be obvious, Angela, but common sense and WIG do not go hand in hand. We do know this, Well, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. And let's be honest, after 10 hours, one would be drunk, right? I mean, it's literally 10 hours of singing and shimoning. Anyway, so my first visual aid, we'll talk about this. Again, instead of going bullet point by bullet point, blah, 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 blah. All I'm going to say is that, because I was said that, once he gets his rumble going, he's going to come after me and blah, 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 blah. My whole thing is, I personally, I don't care. Go for it. Because at the end of the day, I cannot take anything seriously from somebody that looks like this. Honestly. A man with a 5 o'clock shadow and a wig and sunglasses, I can't take seriously. He pretends to be this character. First of all, coins himself an entertainer. And this is his hussy character. Sorry, it's not the greatest picture, but it's what I have. And all I will say is anybody who is an actual entertainer, whether they're professional or amateur, will respect the craft enough to make the character believable. And when nowadays, when WIG comes on, there's no character. It's himself in a wig and sunglasses and some lipstick. That's it. This character, the hussy character, died a long time ago. Gone. And all it is the man in a wig and sunglasses. Because there's no believability to it. And again, if you respected the craft, if you were a true entertainer, the respect of the craft would be there. And it's I mean, you can't even respect the people you have around you, let alone the craft. But I'm totally jealous. I am jealous from start to finish. I'm jealous that it takes 30 seconds for him to get ready for a character piece, and it takes me about 45 to bring the Duchess to life. So I'm totally jealous of the time limit. I definitely am, but that's all I'm going to say about that. So go ahead and make videos, go ahead and take clips, go ahead and use unflattering pictures, go ahead and do everything else, because I can't take someone who looks like that seriously when they're actually being for real, but pretending to be a character. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway. So that's that. That's all I'm going to say. It does. It depends on the music. It depends on, there's sometimes when, I might only see one claim, and there's sometimes when I might not, or I might see 20 throughout the night. It's always random, because it's never like say, I don't know, Ring Around the Rosie, right? Let's just pretend, right? Ring Around the Rosie gets claimed in this one stream. It might not get claimed in the next one. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. Was it a different version? Was it faster? Was my voice louder than the actual? Who knows? I have no idea. There's no rhyme or reason to anything that this shit does. Right. They shut it down, Michael Jackson. They usually do. That's why I'm like, oh, please. When people, I mean, I love MJ's music. Trust me, I love the songs. But I'm like, please don't ask for Michael Jackson. Please don't ask for Michael Jackson. Because I know that's one of the triggers. That is definitely one of the triggers. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that, Fresh. I appreciate it. Yes, and that's the thing that there's another creator out there who happens to be in here that does the same. And if we're not following status quo, and if we're not playing follow the leader, then we're like lepers. They just don't want us around. But that's fine. I mean, it's whatever, you know. Um, but yeah, so that's that part. So that's the wig part, right? Um, okay, Sashi, be careful, sweetheart. All right. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. So many people on YouTube are unfortunately dysfunctional. It can get quite sad, but also complicated. It can, and it can, and again, and I've said it from the beginning to when friends from other areas were making videos and talking about making them all you want. I don't I don't lose sleep at night, so go for it. I mean, more publicity for me, I guess. I don't know. All right, so the next part we're gonna talk about, and I need a sip of coffee for this. I need a sip of coffee for this. Okay. The next little tittle of stuff we're going to talk about is our dear friend, the successful, the best YouTuber on the planet Earth, Gaining Ground. Now, for some reason, since the beginning of my channel, Gaining Ground has had a humongously throbbing hate boner for me. I'm not sure why. I came onto the scene starting out with parodies of Canadian Cartman. I introduced the Duchess of Beaverton. I started live streaming. I began doing Shimones and singing, where we can all come together and have a night of drinks and music and fun and laughter and etc. But there's been that humongously throbbing, aching, ready to jizz hate boner for me. Now, we got to talk about the context of this last jizz explosion on the twatter. Pulsating. Yes, let me queef. It was pulsating and throbbing and edging. There was edging happening. So much edging happening. Okay, so I don't know. I can't remember because I didn't look back, and I really don't give a damn. Oh, I know. Somebody want to know who Gigi was. It was a thread. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so again, visual aids. Visual aids. Okay, so instead of using words, which I probably should have, whatever, I used a GIF, whatever. Okay. I have the particular gift here, or gift. Oh my God. I have the particular gift here, GIF. Is it GIF or GIF? I don't care. Anyways, all right. As my visual aid. Okay. I have to go pick up my groceries. No worries, Lynn. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming in. Thank you, lovey. Enjoy your grocery shopping, or picking up, as it were. Okay, so the particular meme that I used is this. Okay. Sloth from the Goonies. We know who it is, right? You know, we see a resemblance here, possibly. I don't know. Anyway, I use this GIF. Now, there. Hello, sweetheart. How are you, darling? How are you? Now, my whole thing was not sloth itself, but the saying. Okay, we all know if you ever watched the Goonies, you know how sloth said, "Hey, you guys," like, hey. Now, right? They're on point. They're on point. Okay. Now, I was focused here. Uh, Gigi, gaining ground. Gigi is focused here. Now, it was brought to my attention. Okay. Bandana, yes. Bandanas, yes. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Lydia, hello, darling. Hello, darling. Okay, so Lydia, this was in response to somebody wanted to know who Gigi was. Gaining ground. Okay. Now, I use this meme for the words because to me, gaining ground is always like, oh, look at me. Hey, guys, over here. I'm going to take over your live stream and talk over everybody and me. Right? It was brought to my attention that people, I don't know who they are, but people have used this sloth in response to his looks. And that's where Gigi went with this. He's basically, he used the mother from Gilbert Grape to respond to me, and I don't know, some other silly things, which is fine. I mean, if I'm the mother from Gilbert Grape, he's the younger brother from Gilbert Grape. You know what I mean? So it's like, Gilbert, look after your brother Gigi. Come on, Gilbert. He's a little special. Come on, Gilbert. That type of thing. So, whatever. There's tit for tat there. Anyway. So, my point is, I wasn't going for his list. Other people have, and I did not know that. Okay. If I'd known that, I probably still would have used it because it's in context of the words, and not the actual picture. If, in fact, I wanted to go after Gigi's looks, I would not have used sloth. No, I would not. I, for myself, again, visual aid, would have used Sid from Ice Age. If I were to go after Gigi's looks. Okay. I put this, but what I would have put is this. Okay. If I were to go after Gigi's looks. But I wasn't. But again, people take stuff out of context, whatever. All right. So there's that. I'm nipping it in the bud right there. He can come back and forth. I don't give a shit. This is this. I'm explaining myself. And that's that. So there's that. I know, right? I know. And this goes for both WIG and for Gigi. I know that I am fat. Now, WIG called me a fat fucker, right? I know. I have, in fact, called myself a fat fucker. I do not have the Canadian Cartman delusion that I'm a skinny queen, right? I have a mirror, and I wake up in the same body every day, knowing that I'm a fat fucker, right? And I don't buy or wear clothes that do not fit me. Okay. nor would I ever, unless it was for a comedy sketch, you know, that we've all seen the different skits on SNL and things where, you know, they're getting a little ha from wearing a shirt that's supposed to be a shirt and ends up being like a brassiere and things like that. Whatever. But I'm not delusional. I do know I've never ever perceived myself, my actual, not the Foodie Booty character, not the Duchess character, but my actual self. I have never perceived to be a skinny mini or a skinny queen or you know, any of that sort. The Duchess hasn't either. The Duchess knows she's a big bitch. And she's always been a big bitch, right? She was a big stripper. Big bitch as a stripper. Etc. So I have a clown mirror that houses my delusions that I'm skinny. That's all I'm skinny. Yes. Oh, one of the circus mirrors. Yes. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever been tall and skinny is when I've gone to one of those carnivals. Okay. So let's just, you know, we can nip that in the bud. I know that the Twitterverse and the YouTube verse, they haven't really collided too much yet. But for some reason, Gigi thinks that I have considered myself a skinny queen, which I've never said that. And if I have, it was in jest. I know I have as Foodie Booty, but I've never done it as myself. Unless it was just, oh yeah, guys, I'm such a skinny queen, yes. And if you think I'm being serious about that, you need to honestly just take a step back and know what humor is, you know. But whatever. Again, these people are very dry in their humor, and I don't expect common sense and knowledge to persevere. No one pays. I think Charlotte Sweet. No one pays attention to your weight because you're not an evil piece of shit, and it doesn't stand out. When you are a vile person, every scrap of ugly shows. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Well, I think my weight stands out. I mean, I'm a big bitch. I am a big bitch, you know. But I understand what you're saying, Charlotte. I do, and I appreciate it, and I thank you. But I definitely, you know, when I go to the beach, I have to be extra cautious because people, they try and pick me up and throw me back in, and I'm like, stop it! I'm not a whale, you know. Just I'm aware, people, but trust me, I'm speaking English. I'm not going whatever whales do, you know. That's more of a or so, I don't know. Okay. But the point is, I'm not delusional. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Well, you got it must, because all this is not doing anything for me. So I'm hoping that the personality perseveres. Okay. There was not going to be a stream with Gigi. What do you mean? I don't understand what that means. Candy apple, hi, sweetheart. What does that mean? So, bottom line is, you know, it was definitely taken out of context, and once again, just for the people in the back, okay, just for the people in the back. If I were to go after Gigi's looks, we have Sid. Sid is my go-to. Okay, Sid would be my go-to. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Sweet. Yes, food reviews on the toilet. Yes, and it's actually true. And by the way, if you do have a channel, if you want to drop the link yourself, you have at it. One of the moderators can drop a link as well to your channels. All right, we like to share and whatever. There was not going to be a stream with Gigi. This was a Twitter back and forth. Oh yes, this was a Twitter back and forth. But a lot of stuff tends to bleed in, mix together, and I figured, you know, two birds, one stone. Whatever. Okay, and I might even, you know, throw the visual aids on Twitter as well, just so that the people in the very, 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 very back can understand. Okay, you're not dumb, sweetheart. Stop it. Stop it. At this point, I would be 6 foot high, 6 long for you, but I'm. That's true. You are. Hey, if you were a dude, I mean, I might give you my number. I'm just saying. I just say, I, I don't stay away from Twitter. I'm much more mouthy and vile, salty, as I like to say, not vile, but salty, on Twitter. There's a lot of people that separate YouTube and Twitter, and I do the same thing. But I will talk about things that I talk about on Twitter, on YouTube, whether it be on panel with YTR or on my channel here. And the reason that I chose to, because it was a Twitter thing, excuse me, the reason that I chose to do it on here is because, again, words can sometimes get jumbled and mixed up. It's coming from me. It's not coming from my fingers going or whatever. Or actually this right here, because I don't have my computer yet. But anyway, it needs to be vocalized and visual aids need to be brought in because, whatever. Anyway, I feel like I don't get notifications for a lot of people that I follow either, Lydia. I don't know. You know what? Twitter is just like YouTubes, the tubes. The notifications are all over the place, and sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't, and it's crazy. Oh yes. Yeah, he'll always be around, just lurking and waiting and and again, just the same with WIG. You can do what you want, Gigi. You can say what you want. It doesn't. I mean, you could use whatever pictures you want. And unlike what you said about me not having or about me having a thin skin, my skin is very thick, and I ain't just talking about the fat layers. The fat layers. I'm talking about the actual skin is thick. So, give it your best shot, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, and one more thing about the wig situation. A lot of people mispronounce my name, but for the love of everything social media and verbal for everything, for the love of everything verbal, if you're gonna come for me, if you're going to attack me, at least pronounce my name the right way. Please. I implore you to at least, and all you have to do is go onto Google, GOOGLE.com. And in the search bar, all you gotta do is type in MIAH pronunciation. And when you hit search, the first thing that's going to come up, is a pronunciation speaker. Or, because people are YouTubers, do the same thing with YouTube. And you press the button and it will say Miah. Please. Thank you. Okay. Now that is over with. Okay. No. You're right. No, you're right. It's my, M-Y, like my, my, okay. You got it right, baby. You got it right. You're right. You good. It doesn't irritate me because people do it all the time. So it doesn't irritate me. But if you're going to come for me correct. And that's part of being correct, is at least getting my name correct. You know, it's freaking what? 4 letters. Come on. Do I have to get out my letter people and do a phonetics lesson? And I mean, come on. Okay. Yes, Angela, I do know when it's going to be. We're going to talk about that today. Okay. Today. I'm thinking Saturday. I'm thinking Saturday. Yes, Lydia, my letter people. I have them all. I do have them all. Say my name, bish. Come out. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Moni Moni. Sent you a PayPal. Like I said before, you're not fat. You have extra hours on your hourglass figure. Well, baby, I got like decades. I had so damn hours. I got decades, baby. I got decades. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And here's your beaver. Here's a beaver tail slap for the PayPal up. Give me your money, bish. Give me your money, bish. Thank you, my love. Yes, Lydia, I do have the letter people. Okay. And I've used them for years and I love them. I was taught with them. They were the originals from the 70s and 80s. Oh my goodness. Murph, wait a minute. Murph, aka Kiki. Hi, y'all. I was just watching with my mama, and she said she hasn't seen you in a long time, but you're perfect. Oh, thank you. Well, you tell your mama I thank her very much. And I know I have been not hot mess. Well, I've been a hot mess, but I've been missing an action for quite some time. But we're slowly coming back, and I do mean coming back. We really are. We really are. We really are. So you tell your mama, give your mama my love, and tell her thank you so much, sweetheart. I loved it. I loved it. I need the soup to boil off. It's a good laugh. It's a good laugh at yourself. Someone at work told me I need the soup to boil off. A good laugh at yourself. True story. True story. Oh, you want to see Kermit? Is there anybody has a birthday today? Or yesterday? Birthday? Or this past week? Or how about this past month that we haven't done? Is there somebody that had a birthday this past month? We can get Kermit up here. Actually, we can get Kermit up here without a birthday. We don't necessarily need a birthday to have Kermit come on, you know? Oh, the drunk thing. Oh my god, my letter. One of these days I'll bring a couple letter people out. I don't want to bring them all out. They're very precious. They're very old, very precious, very vintage. Um and they're the humongous ones. I have both sets, the big and the small, and the big ones are they take a lot of air. Take a lot of air. Yes, Amanda, she's doing better. She's doing better. She had a little slipperoo the other day, but she's on the mend. She's on the mend. It's a week from today. Well, I don't want to do one in the future just in case. Oh, you're sweetheart. You're sweet. I'm not dead sexy, but you're sweet to say that. Thank you, sweetheart. Let's do the dog. Let's do the dog. What's your dog's name, Desiree? What do we got for a name? It's been a long time since I sang the birthday song, and I have a hair in my mouth. Can you get that right there? Yeah, I got it. Thanks. There you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Penny. Okay, so if we could get some birthday balloons and some cake, some emojis, some hearts for Desiree's dog Penny, who will be celebrating a birthday very soon. Okay. All right. So, all right, let's do it. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Penny, Desiree's little doggy. Happy birthday to you. Mwah. Happy birthday, Penny. Okay. I'm used to working with dogs, not singing to them. Well, that's not true. You sang with, well, not sang to, but you sang with Ralph and stuff before. That's true. I'm sorry. My mistake. I'm a little tired. Okay. I forget. I forget what I've done. You know, my my bed of work. My bed of work. Okay. Bye. Happy birthday to little Penny. Hankster, hello, sweetheart. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you. Thank you, sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so happy birthday to Penny. The little dog of Desiree. And we'll see Kermit in the next Shimones. All right, so I'm thinking Shimones is singing for Saturday. So let's get some opinions. What do you think? Saturday, shall we? Shall we? You're welcome, Desiree, sweetheart. Or Fresh. Was it not Desiree? Was it Desiree's dog? I am so sorry. Whose dog was it? I am so sorry. It was Desiree's dog. Yeah, that's what I thought. See how my brain is? My brain is like, Shimona. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can we send some love up to Hankster, please? Dealing with some broken ribs. Send some love up. Please, please, please. Last minute beef soup. Yum. Definitely soup time. It's been crazy. Excuse me. Speaking of soup, right? No worries, on Didi. You're here, baby. You're here. No worries. We got a lot going on right now. We got hearts going up for Hankster. We got a voting thing going on. I don't know how to do. I don't think I can do it from here. I'm not even gonna try it because I'll mess shit up. A poll. I don't know how to do it. But anyway, Saturday for Shimones and singing. And the soup thing, the soups. The other night here, a couple nights ago, it was like freezing, not freezing, but it was cold. So we had some French onion soup for dinner, you know. The last 2 days, yesterday and today, it's been almost 60 degrees out. And I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? Literally, the earth is about to implode. I know it is. Explode, implode. I don't know. Okay. But something's happening because we're going from like, and then next week is supposed to be like 25. I don't know. It's insane. It's insane. Oh, Hankster, sweetheart, I love it. You are welcome. It's this community that's helped me get through the hard, sleepless nights. I am so happy to hear that. And the community's gonna be alive more. We're gonna be live. I got some plans. I know that it's been a hot minute since we've seen the Duchess and Foodie, and I am so sorry. And we're gonna see them. We're working on it. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and a lot of planning, and a lot of prepping, and a lot of moving things around. And I don't mean physically moving things around, but well, kind of, not really moving things, but you know what I mean, like things, just stuff. Yes, please be kind and gentle to yourself. Absolutely. 68 degrees C. Isn't that crazy, Nicole? It's insane. It's insane. Becca Peters, hello, sweetheart. Well, I'm glad. It's good to be missed. It is good to be missed. It makes me feel needed and wanted when I am missed. And thank you so much. I like soup year round. I like soup year round too, but the summertime is just too friggin' hot for me. I can't do it. Fall and winter and a tittle bit in the spring, we got some soups. But in the summertime, I just can't. It's like, I'd rather have like fruit and like sandwiches, you know, like cold cuts and things like that, except for barbecues when you have your burritos and your dogs and things like that, whatever, you know. But hopefully the barbecue's on a cooler day, because I ain't know about that life. Hot ass shit. No, no, no. This weather does make you think. It does. It makes me think of the end of the world sometimes. It does. Will salad beat the Duchess? I don't think that the Duchess would ever give salad the time of day, to be honest with you. The only salad that the Duchess will meet, excuse me, I totally slobbered. Isn't that gross? I totally spittled. The only salad the Duchess will meet will be one with actual tomatoes and cucumbers. So, I was in shorts yesterday. Right, and you're back to bundle up. I know, it's crazy. Calba, hi, sweetheart. How are you? Yes, watch the replay. The tea is quick, very quick, to the point. I'm not getting into it because it's ridiculous. So, the Duchess is too classy. She is. She's too classy to fall for a con. She is. Exactly. 80 degrees. Is it 80 degrees? And like, what's the humidity? Is it humid or is it just because like I mean 80 degrees, the warmth is okay for me. It's the humidity that I can't deal with. I just can't. I cannot deal with that. It's too much. It's too much. That's why it's like the minute that like summer is like official, that air conditioner's in, and I'm like, child, I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time. No, no, no. Thank you, IMDD. It was a shock to me. It was not the color that I thought it was going to be. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Pickled herring, no. I like pickles, and I like like pickled mushrooms, things like that, but no pickled herring. I'm so sorry, my darling. Sorry. Feels like spring. Okay, okay. I could deal with that. I could deal with that. But when the humidity is high and it's just blah. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm not all about that. All right, so back to the Shimones and singing real quick. And then we'll get into the brief foodie and Peetz nonsense. The Shimones and singing, I'm gonna do a poll first, okay? Because we're gonna have a theme. We're gonna have a theme. And I'm thinking like 60s, 70s, or it's like 60s, 70s, 60s/70s, or 80s/90s. So we'll see. But I will do a poll first, okay? And then I'll set it up tonight. I'll do the poll. I'll only open the poll for a couple hours, and then I'll schedule it because today's Thursday, and we want to do a Shimones for Saturday. So yeah, themed Shimones, and the themes usually go, the first 3-4 hours, 5 hours tops, and then we open it up to whatever, whatever you want. Not yet, cowbell, but as soon as I do, I will post on my community tab. I'm not gonna post on Twitter. Maybe I will, I don't know, but I'll definitely post in my community tab as soon as I do. And I know some details, but I'm not. It's her story to tell. And I have not received permission to go into those details, so I'm not going to. But yeah, so I need a disco ball. I know, right? 60s and 70s. Yeah, that's gonna be one of the 80s and 90s. So we'll see. And you know what? When we get into whatever it is, like if it ends up being 60s and 70s, stick around, and then we can play some 80s. And then when it's open, we can play whatever you want, My favorite food, my obsession, my favorite food is pizza. I absolutely love pizza. Yes. Absolutely. 100%. How about skipping the horrible 80s? What? Come on. That's some good music, baby. Come on. It was good for films. It was good for music. Come on. Come on. Come on. What toppings? I'm very plain, fresh. My ultimate topping is extra cheese. But if I have to have a topping, I will go pepperoni and mushrooms. I'm very plain. There's only one other kind that I really care for, and that's called a Bianca. And it's like a garlicky, buttery sauce and mozzarella cheese. And in the past, I put pepperoni on that as well because I will enjoy that. But it's just, I want to be 21 again. Herbert, I know. There was a whole hot minute where a couple years ago, when I was younger, not a couple years ago, but when I was younger, I had an allergic reaction to tomato paste. And it came back just a couple years ago. And every time I would eat any sauce, any tomato sauce, anything with sauce in it, I would get horrible, horrible indigestion. Awful, awful, awful. And then it just went away as fast as it came. It's crazy. Ham and mushrooms or pepperoni mushrooms. Yeah, I like pepperoni mushroom. I like extra cheese as long as you get the extra cheese. You know, you ask for extra cheese. Sometimes you don't get it. You're like, they say they put it on there, but there ain't no extra cheese. When there's extra cheese on a pizza, you're gagging on it. You're gagging on it. That's extra cheese. Yes. Mm-hmm. Black olives. I have had black olives. I do enjoy them. I do enjoy them, but my go-to is extra cheese. And again, if I have to, pepperoni mushrooms. Mm-hmm. Mine certainly wasn't. Right, exactly. Some buttery garlic sauce on pizza. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. And around here, I don't know if it's around everywhere, but around here it's called Bianca. Bianca pizza. So good. I get it. I get it, baby. I understand. You gotta find a whole by Italians. They don't, that's right. Yes. Yes. Do you have hiatal hernia? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't. I got a lot of shit going on, but that's not one I've. I don't know. I don't have indigestion anymore. It was just a brief period, like 2 years ago, and it was just sauce. It was just a sauce, and then it went away. It went away as fast as it came. So yes, I did. The 80s said, "Well, bitch," and we got one more. What? I don't know what that means. All right, so that's that. Anyway, on to the shit. All right. We're gonna talk about Pervy Peetz first, okay? And his recent explosions of idiocy, of the demented mental case that he is. And trust me when I say, when his name is mentioned, I seethe. I do. I seethe. And I don't know what that is, sweetheart. Loco mono. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The last couple of lies he's done, and this is really all I want to say on it, honestly, is just goes to show how much of a deplorable vile window licker that he is. To be so enraged at people talking about BBJ, to literally lift himself up, fly out the door, slamming the door, mind you, or pushing it, whatever you want to say, and then manhandling that poor elderly cat the way that he did. It's absolutely positively ridiculous. And I use that word ridiculous. There's a lot of words I want to use. A lot. But that's the one I'm going to use because in his verbiage, yes, the things he said. Because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Now, as a streamer, a live streamer, there are two things you can do, okay, to avoid comments, etc. Well, actually, there's three things you can do. There's three things. You can, one, ignore it. There's that option to ignore. It's all it is words coming on a screen. You can ignore it. You don't have to highlight them. You can ignore them. You can have moderators in there, right? That if you talk to them, you can say, hey, blah, blah, blah. Just delete it before I see it. Okay. Or you can address it in a calm manner. There's no reason. Again, they are words typed out on a screen. You don't have to flip out because people are asking about the cats. You don't have to flip out when people are asking about anything. You are a public figure. You are an extension of Canadian Cartman. You need to expect people to ask questions about Salah, about Chantal, about the cats. This stuff is all part of the game, okay? Right? And I get that a lot of the rage gets the views, gets the money, gets the this and that. But when you have to go as far as flipping out and and I haven't seen anyone recently except for the door one, the clips from on Twitter. When you have to go as far as physically pushing objects in the room and manhandling fur babies, that's when you need to either log off. If it's that bad, log off. Or, again, get the mods in there. Get your mods in there and say, hey, I don't need to see this. I don't want to see this. If, you see it before I do, please get rid of it. Another thing you could do, possibly, and I just thought about this one as I'm reading, you can move your eyes from the area where the chat is to the camera and actually engage and have something interesting to talk about. Don't wait for things to happen here to have a conversation. Come up with things to talk about. I know your life is boring. I get it. My life is boring, right? My life is very Groundhog's Day for the most part. But I don't think there's ever been a live stream I've ever done as myself, not as a character, but as myself, that I've ever run out of things to talk about. And yeah, I'll take from this. I'll take things from the chat, right? There's say, oh well, what's this? What do you think about this? Or, here's a topic we can talk about. Whatever. But aside from that, I've always had something to talk about. I've always and if there isn't, then I say, well, I said what I've had to say, guys. I appreciate you coming in. Da da da. Blah blah blah. Right. And well, that's true too. That's a big, huge thing. Hi, holy moly! By the way, hi, sweetheart. That's the thing too. He has the personality of a nail, right? And unless it's rubbing the My Little Ponies on his ball sack or talking about comics, he's got nothing else to talk about. And that's unfortunate, but I mean, there's always, take a page from Chantel's book. Come up with a story. Give us a story. Just tell us anything, right? My life is very simple, quiet, many ways, but god damn, I know how to tell a story or talk about current events, things I'm reading, because I'm not bored. Exactly. And you don't necessarily have to give your opinion on current events. You can say, hey, this happened. We could go on. We could talk about the death of Raquel Welch. I don't know like tons about her, but I've seen her. I've watched her. She was an amazing, in my opinion, amazing dancer and singer, entertainer, all in general. But we could talk about that. Somebody might say, oh, I remember her when she was the sex symbol in the 60s, or, blah, blah, blah. She paved the way for Latina actresses and this, that, and the other, and whatnot. But we could have a conversation about it, I know the poor ponies. I know. It's like, it's too much. He's a brony. Brr. No worries, sweetheart. No worries. People wanted me to react to him after my per capita war, but I chose not to because I didn't want to give that creep attention. Yeah. And I only bring it up because, well, most people know my disdain, my detest. I detest him wholeheartedly. Loathe him. He's on the list of people that are very repellent to me. And the list grows. The list is growing for some reason. There's just so many people that are repellent, and he's one of them. And I don't want to necessarily draw people to him, but I want to draw people away from him, and be like, wake up and smell the Folgers, okay? Wake up. I see a lot of people, and it's insane to me with the amount of bullshit and ridiculousness that he has done and said throughout the years. However long he's been on live, and even in some of her Chantal's videos, that it's taken the fur babies for them to be like, oh, I don't support him anymore because of the last freak out. And I'm like, I get it, and I'm glad that you're leaving. I'm glad that you're turning your back on him. Hashtag defund Peetz. But it's taken this is what is the bottom line for you. Okay. All right. Whatever it takes, but I would have hoped it had happened, when he called the people at the Pride Parade freaks, or when he pretends to be transgender, making a mockery of actual transgender people, or being in cahoots and conniving with Chantal and her bullshit, or going batshit crazy off on his people, or the list could go on and on and on and on and on. Just being gross in general, being gross. Um, I don't know why people cover him. He's disgusting. Who the fuck would cover his cooking too? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't like, just stop covering him. Stop covering his cooking. Stop covering him. Have discussions. Don't watch his shit. Have discussions, right? With your audience, like we're having right now. You can look up shit ahead of time, you know what I mean? But no, there is no redeemable quality in him whatsoever at all. Not a bit. Remember, I am a traitor of David's for being a white man and having kids by him. Exactly. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. People are I'm so sorry about that. Honestly. First, I was rooting for Peetz to come out of his shell to spite Chantal, but then realized what a piece of shit he is. Yeah, he's a humongous piece of shit. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Um, oh, yeah. No tea, no shit. I mean, I agree with you 100% too on that. Group home, get some therapy, get some help, figure out your shit, and call it a day. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. He's a moron. And he's a moron. He's a moron. It's just, he tries to act like he is, the only one in the world that has knowledge, and it's just too much. It's just too much. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that, my love. Thank you. Thank you. She was on a morning show in San Diego way back in the day. Are we talking about Raquel Welch? He is a moron. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. He is just as irredeemable as her. Every layer of who they are is more and more slimy. It is. You peel the layers. Remember how I talked about how I liked doing the parodies because there's so many layers to Chantal. The layers are being peeled back, and each layer is it's getting worse. Oh, okay, that's true too. I never thought about that. That's true too. Yep, yep. He needs to be in a little box, just on his own. Little box, give him a little bit of water and some crumbs each day, and have him shit in the corner and whatever. And yeah, I now that you say that, you're right. He would absolutely, absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yep, he does. He can take care of himself. He pretends that he can't, but he can. He's shown it. He's not incapable. Um, Thank you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. And that's the thing too, like with the parodies and stuff. um, Not to jump back and forth between conversations, but um one of the things that was said by our dear Gigi to somebody on the Twitter thread, was that I make fun of Chantal with my videos. And I'm going to point out the fact that it's a parody, and basically I'm 97% taking truth and twisting it around and exaggerating it and making a parody about it. So the things that I've done are not making fun of her, because it's stuff that she has either said or done herself, and actually done it or said it. So I'm not quite sure where the making fun comes into play, but have at it, Haas. Have at it. Anyway, back to the thing. So Chantal. I don't know where even to begin, honestly. I don't even know. I love the fact that when she first came back, she got high, right? And she's like, it's just, being an addict is so hard. And it's like, Bish, you was gone away from it for 3 whole months. 3 whole months, or wow, 2 months, whatever, 2.5 months, whatever, you were without. Okay? No. This is just habit and you getting what you want because you're a spoiled little bitch. Right? You want that to be high. You want it. And one gummy, I am so sorry, ma'am, but you were almost 500 pounds. One gummy not going to get you that high that you was. You was high as shit. And it's not, one gummy ain't going to do that. Okay? One gummy would probably make your nipple go numb. And that's about it. All right? That's about it. One, and I mean one nipple. Not both nipples. One nipple. And then I saw somewhere where she let it slip that the outhouse is the devil's sugar den, right, guys? Hello? What did we say? I know I said it on my channel. I know I did many times that ain't a place for her to go TT and poo poo, right? It's to get her some chugga choo choo. Okay. You know. My goodness. So now, it's like, well, we've been known, but thank you for clarifying. So, whatever. And this whole bullshit, and I'm calling it bullshit, about her being a converted Muslim is about as convincing, right? About as convincing as Peetz saying he's trans. Okay. Just because you throw on something, don't make it so. Okay. She done thrown on her tablecloth and said she found Allah, right? Found a God, and I'm a changed woman. But then we're going on like huge binges and huge rages that, of course, get dirty deleted, right? It's not very hijab of you, my darling. Not very hijab of you at all to be doing this. And you know better, right? But yet, she continues to do it. Why? Because she's not really converted, guys. She's not following the pillars of Islam. Stop. She only does shit because, number one, because she's a chameleon. And number two, she does it for money and for views. And that's all that is. That's all it is. We love a rage. We do love a rage, but it's like you can't on one hand be like, I am a dainty flower who's found Allah, and I'm changed. I'm a changed woman. And then be like, you bitch, you're an asshole, and you're stupid dicks, fucking shit balls, titty liquor. You can't, you just can't. It just doesn't work that way. I'm so sorry. We did, yes. That was we've known it since Nader. Yes, we have. Lydia, sweetheart, thank you so much for the super chat, sweetheart. Here's $5 because one nipple go numb made me actually scream, laugh, and terrify everyone in my house. Well, I'm so glad that it worked, my darling. That's what we love. Is when somebody gets a chuckle or a laugh or whatever. I'm so glad. But it's true. One gummy only gonna make one nipple go numb. Here's your beaver, baby. Slap from super chat. Give me your money, bish. Give me your money, bish. Thank you so much, my darling. I appreciate it. It's not very hijab of her. Come on. I really hope she takes substances back to Kuwait. I don't even know how she'd get through, right? I know she don't, Sashi. I know she don't. What's wrong with being? There ain't nothing wrong with being a why can't I do that? There we go. Wait a minute. There ain't nothing wrong with being a titty liquor, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. There ain't nothing wrong. I never said there was nothing wrong about being a titty liquor. I just said She's out there talking about Taylor. You know? Oh my gosh, it's just too much. It's just too freaking much. Right. Oh, Reaper, there you go, baby. There you go. If the obese pelican is Muslim, then Shani and Rev is Christian. Mm-hmm. And they about as Christian as they're only Jesusing it up when they need some money. That's the time they're all Jesusing it up. They're like, oh Lord. I saw the clip of them getting the Chinese food. She's like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for this lo mein. No, it was beef and broccoli. Thank you, Jesus, for this beef and broccoli. Jesus supplied this beef and broccoli to us. No. Your unfortunate followers who fall for your bullshit supplied the money for your beef and broccoli. All right. And probably for a little bit of fun time, something, you know what I'm saying? A little fun time, something. No. And oh God, and I don't do Shani and Rev very much, like talk about them. But the way that they say food, I don't know about you guys, but oh my God, it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. Our food. Hi, you're not four. And I know I do silly little voices and whatever, but like they're being serious. Our food. This is our food. This is our food. You want some food, Rev? Food? You want food? Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. No. It's that whole mess. I would love to when I get the computer thing going, I would love to do reactions here and there. I don't want to be a reaction channel per se, but I would love to do reactions here and there, and I would love to do some Shani and Rev. Love to do some Shani and Rev. Because oh my goodness. It's literally like watching a 10 car pileup. You just can't help but watch it. And I don't know. I just laughed so hard because I did join a titter. Oh Lordy. I joined a titter thread. Okay. I joined a oh my God. Again. I joined a Twitter thread. Way back when she was. I know I can't stop thinking about the titters now. I keep thinking about the numb nipple and oh my God. Anyway, I joined a Twitter thread way back when she had the yeast infection under her big old titters. Here we go with titters again. Sorry, but that's true. And she's like, blah, 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 and I'm dying, and I'm a baby. All you gotta do, take some soap and water, lift up those watermelon titters, scrub a dub underneath, throw some medicated powder or some cornstarch under them bad boys, pat it on down, put a paper towel, because I know you probably don't have medical equipment. So put a paper towel in between your fat roll and your titter, flop it back down, and call it a day. Because it's nothing but a yeast infection rash. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my gosh. It's just too much. It's too much. And I would love to say, there you go. I know, my God. I can't stop. My gosh. Oh, yay. Who is 7th? Will have her first showcase Saturday. Congratulations. She's singing. Oh, what is she going to sing? And tell her congratulations from the Beaver Gang, sweetheart. Can you do your tree lady? Okay. Okay. Come here. I know that when I had
yeast infection under my tits. I just cleaned them good. And I use a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. And then I got some powder. And I put the powder on the titties. And then I called it a day because it comes from sweat. And boy, when my titties sweat, they sweat so much. Come on. Come on, Shani. Do it the right way. Do it the right way, Shani. Come on. Maybe you can even get Rev to lick them. Look under there and clean it out. Clean out the yeast from your tits. Come here.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Tree lady, oh my God! You're not late, sweetheart, as long as you're here, darling. You're not late as long as you're here. April, she's in her glory right now. She's like, I love the tree lady so much. Oh my God. I told her the other day, girl, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't even know what I do, honestly. I just
I don't even know.
I'm gonna find a wig. And I know that the shorts, I use the filter, but I'm going to try and find a wig, and bring the tree lady to life in actual life, like videos. So we'll see. We'll see. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet, but because I know that one of the biggest things I love is the plunger on the head, and I got to figure out what I can do. But it is, Charlotte. It's a good thing the Kermit's asleep and Monkey is asleep and the beavers they're napping, because let me tell you. But yeah, it just the whole Twitter thread, I was just like, dude, stop. It's not. It's a yeast infection. Stop it. Just let her take over. Yes, I gotta. Once the costume and the wig comes on and everything, they just take over. They take over, just like the Duchess takes over my body. When I put them costume. Oh, I didn't have to do the costume for the Duchess to take over. She just comes inside of me and just like, Tree lady reacts. Maybe that's a good idea. That's possible. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It could be. The tree lady sings. Who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna do? Who knows? Well, I have ideas similar to that. Yeah. I have some ideas for sure. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, we'll see. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to turn the mic off because there's going to be commotion. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's good. Oh, what'd she say? What Polly asked? Sorry. How's the Duchess feel about the tree lady? Well, I would say that the Duchess probably enjoys the tree lady because the tree lady's a little naughty, a little raunchy. Um, I as classy as the Duchess can be, I know she likes a good time. I do know that. And we've seen her talk. I mean, we've heard the Duchess talk before. You know what I mean? So, but Well, I mean, that's what the tree lady says. She said, you know, when she ever, if you've watched the short, she'll say with the plunger, she'll be like,
come on, here, use this thing here, right up your asshole, right up your asshole. Come on.
so, I mean, it is used for more than just a prop for her, you know. She uses it in her whatevers. So, yeah. So, yeah, anyways. All right, so we've been on for what, an hour and a half, something like that? No, longer than that. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put up the poll right after I leave here, for you guys to vote on. Okay, for our Shimones and singing. And so we'll do 60s, 70s, or 80s and 90s, right? And then I'll schedule it tonight. And aw, my eyes light up. I know. I can't. I don't know. Whatever. I love you too, guys. I love you too, sweetheart. So I want to thank you all for coming in. I want to thank my moderators for doing what you do. What you do is help me through. Thank you for all the super chats and the PayPals. I appreciate them. And I will talk to you guys later. And have a good night. I love you guys. Bye-bye.